So are we going to see a Social Security increase? Well, that's the big question that everybody wants to know. I can tell you right now there is an increase coming. It is the cost of living adjustment. However, this is setting up to be a lose-lose situation. Look at this right here. This is an article from Newsweek. It says Social Security COLA shaping up to be lose-lose for retirees. This is according to many people, not just one analyst. But here's the reason why this is important. Lawmakers, they realize that Social Security recipients are going to struggle over the next year as we are seeing inflation is coming back. We're likely going to see inflation to start off in 2026, and lawmakers want to see a change. Okay. What does the change look like? Well, that's where it gets very interesting, and that's what we're going to go over in today's video. But here's the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention. We're starting to see more and more letters and reports and articles and statements that there's no time to waste on Social Security. Why? Well, Social Security will become insolvent within the next 8 to 9 years. That's the issue. Here's the reason why I want you to really understand what's happening. We are seeing so many different plans and ideas of how to fix Social Security. One of which is to raise the full retirement age. And by raising the full retirement age, this would actually save Social Security some money in the meantime. Because by raising the age, that means people that are not at the full retirement age actually receive less money. They actually receive a reduced benefit. That could actually help. But here's what's going on at this time. So first off, there's a few different proposals, different plans that are in place. One of which is called the Social Security Expansion Act. Okay? This is likely something you're going to see more and more because this has actually been put out and discussed for several years. The latest one is the Social Security Expansion Act of 2025. Now, here's the reason why it's a big deal. First off, it's going to switch from the current cost of living adjustment from the CPI-U to the CPI-E. This would mean it's a bigger benefit. Okay, this, according to multiple statements from the lawmakers that are pushing it, like Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, people like that. They're saying they want to increase the benefit to ensure that people on Social Security are not living below the poverty line. That's what they're currently doing. Many people on Social Security live below the poverty line. They want to see it at about 125%. We'll see. They also say we need to increase the payroll tax, the Social Security tax cap. Currently, it's, I believe, $174,000. In 2026, it will go up, but they want to take it all the way to $250,000. By taxing an additional $80,000, $80,000, it would actually create a pretty substantial increase to the money coming in, which means more money could go out if they deem fit. There's also another one, another plan that is the you earned it, you keep it. This one is actually pretty big because it means if you earn the money and you are getting paid through Social Security benefits, you shouldn't have to pay taxes on it. Well, essentially what the Trump administration has done this year in the One Big Beautiful Bill is they have decided to put in together a $6,000 enhanced deduction, an increase, if you will. This is going to save many people some money, but not much. It's not going to save a lot, and that's the issue. Okay? So, just want to be very clear on that. The other one, and again, because everybody wants to know, is there going to be a Social Security increase? Here's what's being discussed, okay? We know that certain seniors in certain states are going to be hit harder than others. As a result, lawmakers in those states, and again, there's many states, but lawmakers are looking at ways to provide some type of a enhancement, a tax credit, where seniors can get the money back no matter what, whether they, again, whether it's non-deductible tax credit or not, doesn't matter. They would actually receive the whole thing. And so here's the reason why. We know lawmakers are pushing other different programs to try to find a roundabout way to funnel the money to seniors. For instance, LIHEAP. This is for low-income heating for the American families. LIHEAP works. It helps. So if you're struggling with your utility bills and you're a low-income family, you can apply for LIHEAP, and you can get this. Another one, and I'll show you this one really quick as well. Look at this one right here. This one says $1,000 a month pilot in Texas and Illinois. Shows mixed results for low-income families. But here's the thing. There are cities and counties throughout the United States that are providing additional benefits, providing low-income payments or payments to low-income households, providing pretty much UBI, universal basic income. Okay. These programs are popping up more and more because they see that they're needed. Where in some cases, these groups, these people that are trying to have a charitable contribution, instead of giving the money to the state, instead of sending it to a specific lawmaker, they create these different programs where these programs pop up, and now they're giving money to the elderly. They're giving money to low-income households. They're giving money to single mothers. Giving money to kids that pretty much aged out of the adoption agency. Okay, out of foster care. This is what they're doing, and they're doing it as a way to funnel the money to what they want, to their needs, their agenda, their goals, and it's working. So, when we talk about increases to Social Security, is it going to come from a federal level? If it does, it's only going to be because of a tax cut, some type of increased deduction, essentially what President Trump already has done. But are we going to see a higher monthly benefit? Possibly. Okay, possibly. But it's only going to happen if we see tariffs work. If tariffs are working and bringing billions and billions of dollars into the United States, there's a greater chance we see more money going to seniors in the form of a higher cost of living adjustment because we switch from the CPI-U to CPI-E. But again, according to multiple lawmakers that I've spoken with, they are saying that they would be more than willing to put something together if tariffs work, because tariffs are going to increase the amount of money here in the United States where we can actually pay down our debt, but they should bring jobs back to the U.S. If we can bring jobs back to the U.S., now we have more money going into Social Security. We can tax the American people a little bit more. Not a lot, but a little bit more. We can increase the Social Security tax cap. All those things combined could mean a larger benefit. But again, it's going to take time. Is it going to happen in 2026? Based off everything that I've read and the people I've talked to, no, it likely won't. A couple reasons why. Number one, Democrats, and again, I hate putting this on the political party itself, but we saw this back in when President Biden was in office as well. He did not want to pass a bill that could potentially help Republicans in the midterm election. Definitely didn't want to do that in the actual election, in the presidential election. So, do I think the Trump administration is going to come out and try to pass a bill that's going to help Social Security? They could. But at the same time, Democrats are not going to want to do that. Not because they don't want it, it's because they can't do it and win more seats in the upcoming midterm election. It's going to be trouble. So, we'll see what happens moving forward, but just understand as of right now, that's what we know. There's a lot of discussions regarding potential increases to Social Security because they see that the benefits are not going to be substantially higher, yet we are going to see Medicaid is going to cost a little bit more, so that's going to be an issue, or Medicare, excuse me. That's going to be a little bit of an issue. And then on top of that, obviously costs continue to rise with inflation. So as we get more information as to what is going on and how you could potentially be impacted, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates as soon as we get them. But as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.